Okay, everybody, welcome to the Crypto World Evolution Company Overview. I'm definitely going to run through a quick overview for you, but afterwards, if you have some questions, we'll go through a little Q&A, and then whoever invited you onto this webinar can probably get with you later and answer any questions and fill in any blanks that you guys might have. So the company itself, Crypto World Evolution, started in August of 2017, operating in over 80 countries worldwide on 6 different continents, doing around $500 million with the trading assets and growing. Millions of trades have been executed, and currently CWE is the world's largest provider of cryptocurrency trading software. So amazing amount of growth in a really short period of time, and part of that has to do with the industry we're in. The cryptocurrency marketplace has been going through unprecedented growth over the last few years. Just earlier this year, the overall cryptocurrency market, the cap hit a little over $500 billion for the market cap of all the cryptocurrencies combined. So amazing growth. The question for me was, how do I participate in that? And there's several ways, whether you're mining and taking advantage of that, or buying and holding different coins, or you can also trade the different cryptocurrencies. And there's risk involved with any of these ways to participate. When you're dealing in cryptocurrency or a speculative marketplace, there's obviously going to be some risk, but with that risk comes massive reward. Just like back in the real estate boom, it was a speculative market, there was risk, but there was massive reward. With the dot-com boom here in the United States and globally, quite a few years ago, there was some risk involved, but there was massive reward. And no more reward is available probably than if you can figure out how to trade cryptocurrencies at a high level. And trading, for me, it seems easy, right? You buy low, you sell high, but when you look at it, it's tough to figure out what to buy. Figuring out when to buy, it's even harder than that. And the toughest part is really when to sell. Even professional traders that know what cryptocurrency coins to buy and maybe when to buy them, a lot of times they sell early or they hold on for too long. And that's where Crypto World Evolution has a solution. They've created artificially intelligent software that buys and sells the cryptocurrencies on our behalf. It'll help us maximize our trading experience. It saves a ton of time by buying and selling for us, so we don't have to sit there and stare at a computer and a chart 24 hours a day. And the best thing about CWE is we control our Bitcoins 100% of the time. The bots will only perform trades within our personal exchange. The company never holds our cryptocurrency. There's so many companies in this industry where if you want to invest in their mining operation, or maybe they do trading, almost every single one of them, you have to send your Bitcoin or your cryptocurrency to that company. Send it out, and a lot of times it's other countries halfway around the world, and we have to hope and pray that those companies honor their agreements and send us back our profits. And unfortunately, a lot of companies in this industry don't live up to their end of the deal. And with CWE, we don't have to worry about that. The funds remain in our own personal exchange 100% of the time, which that was really refreshing for me to see that, hey, here's a company where I don't have to send my Bitcoin out to someone else. I can keep it 100% of the time. And the results that I was getting from the bots, they really speak for themselves. 17,000 active customers in the month of February, 54,000+ bots were created, 3.9+ million transactions with a 99.16% positive closing percentage. And that's third-party data. That's based on data from Bittrex, Binance, Bitfinex, all the different exchanges that we operate with. That's some amazing results. And that was something that I was looking for, because I didn't want to take the time to really watch charts. I didn't want to take the time to try and learn how to figure out what coin to buy and when to buy it. So having amazing software available was something that I was interested in. The different platforms that are available really gear in towards what your goals are, whether you're a beginning trader and you've never invested in cryptocurrency, or whether you're a professional trader. We have software that can fit your needs. There's 3 main platforms. There's a hybrid platform where you do the buying and the bot will help find peaks and do the selling for you. There's an HPSI platform that's fully automated. It does the buying and the selling, and it deals with all the different altcoins that are available in your exchange. Then we have the Win-Win bot that does the buying and the selling fully automated, and it deals with Bitcoin and what we call Tether, USDT. To get a little more in depth, the hybrid bot will factor in your judgment. It carries out trades according to your instructions. What coin do you want it to choose? What price do you want it to buy at? Set stop losses, set stop profits. It'll really operate according to the parameters that each individual sets up for that bot. It sells when a positive trade is successful or when your parameters are detected. It's geared for intermediate to expert cryptocurrency traders. It requires the most management of the CWE trading bots. What I recommend is we have several webinars and training videos that if you're a beginning trader and you want to improve and you want to learn, watch some of our trading and trainings, and you can literally learn how to trade like an expert with these hybrid bots. They are simple to set up. You basically set the coin you want to pick. Once you pick your coin, select the price you want it to execute a purchase at, set any stop losses, the amount of Bitcoin you want to invest, set the stop profit amount, and then you hit go. And once that bot opens, the hybrids just start rocking and rolling. It will only sell it when it hits your parameters, whether it's a stop loss or whether it hits the profit parameters you set for it. So again, this is geared for intermediate to advanced traders. Then we have the HPSI bot. That's fully automated. It trades Bitcoin and all the other cryptocurrencies that are available in your exchange. All of our transaction statistics are available on our website. This is geared for risk-tolerant beginners and intermediate to expert cryptocurrency traders. The HPSI does operate with high risk, high reward, depending on market conditions. And so when you set this up, it's really simple. When you go into your trading center, click on Add Robot, give it a name, select the exchange you use, which I use Binance here in this example. API key is what allows your software to communicate with your exchange. You set your API key up, select the robot you want, which here it's HPSI, and then you can invest as little as 0.01 Bitcoin up to 1 Bitcoin if you want to put that on an HPSI. I put in this example 0.1 Bitcoin, and when you open it up, you can see as soon as you add that bot, it will choose 15 coins automatically. Now you can add or subtract from these coins. You have to have at least 15 for the bot to be active, but you can change these coins out. You can add 100 coins on here if you're using Binance or Bittrex, as many as you want. I recommend if you're not an intermediate to an expert level trader, you don't mess around with the coins at all until you've learned why you would pick different coins. But what the bot is going to do basically with these coins, they're the major market cap coins: Cardano, Bitcoin Gold, Dash, Ethereum Classic, Ethereum, IOTA, Litecoin. These bots are going to look at, let's say, Ethereum, for example, or Litecoin, for example. It's going to start asking questions of Litecoin. What's the price? What's the historical price been? What's the chart look like? Where does Litecoin look like it's trending? What's the bid and what's the ask? And it's asking these questions within milliseconds. It's communicating within your exchange in less than a millisecond to get its questions answered. It'll also ask questions of social media. How many people have tweeted about Litecoin in the last half hour? How many people just did a Google search about Litecoin in the last 20 minutes? And when it gets the answers it's looking for, it'll purchase Litecoin. And this bot will purchase it, and it will never sell it at a loss. Now, that doesn't guarantee every coin is going to win, but the software will wait until at least 1% profit is achieved or more before it will sell. You can manually sell it. You can click sell now and take a little less profit, or you can take a loss. You can force the coin to take a loss, but the software itself is not programmed to take a loss. It will only operate a sell transaction if that coin is profitable 1% or more. So that's the HPSI bot. Again, geared more for someone that's risk tolerant. I've seen, and no guarantees, but I've had a 16-day stretch where my overall Bitcoin increased by over 50%. But then I had about a month stretch where it chewed up about 40% of that gain. So it's up and down. It's high risk, high reward. If you got a pacemaker in, you might not want to turn this bot on. But if you're somebody that likes to roll the dice, you like to watch a lot of action, this is an amazing bot for you to play around with. Then we've got the Win-Win bot. The Win-Win bot trades only between Bitcoin and USDT, which is known as Tether. It's suitable for all traders with or without any experience. It's by far the most easy bot to manage, and the risk with this bot is far lower than any of the other trading platforms that we offer. To set up a Win-Win bot, you click on Add Robot through your trading center, give it a name, select your exchange again, select the API that you've connected, select the Win-Win bot, and you click Add Robot. Once it adds the robot, it's just going to trade between Bitcoin and Tether. And it's going to micro trade. So it's a lot of little trades over time. And what it's basically doing is it's looking for volatility. The more Bitcoin moves up and down in relation to the US dollar, which Tether is tied to the US dollar. And so the more Bitcoin moves up and down, the more trades are going to execute within the Win-Win bot. This is geared for beginners or for folks that just don't want to spend a lot of active time in front of their computer really managing their bots. They can set up a Win-Win bot and leave it alone. Check on it every few weeks, every few months, really whatever your heart desires with the Win-Win bot. It'll just go to work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. It's just going to trade, and its sole goal is to increase the amount of Bitcoin that you're holding within your exchange. So those are the bots. If you're interested, we have 4 packages that you can purchase any one of the 4. You can purchase multiple packages to utilize the different bots. The first package is what we call a trade package. The trade package will give you access to the hybrids and the HPSI platforms. So you'll have those 2 platforms. You can trade up to $2,500 US dollars at one time. So you can set up a hybrid bot, put $2,500 in it, close it out, set up 2 HPSIs, put 1,000 in one, put 1,500 in the other. You can do whatever you want with that trading limit, and you can spread it out between those bots as much or as little as you'd like. These bots will trade all the cryptocurrencies that are in your exchange. You get a 1-year license, 365-day license for $500, 500 PV, which is equivalent to US dollars. Every week, the company will take a 20% commission of the net profits that you make from utilizing all the different trading platforms. Now, they have to invoice you for that. The company has no access to your exchange. They can never withdraw funds. And so they just invoice you and say, hey, we helped you make a bunch of money. Send us a little piece. Half of that goes to the traders. That goes to the professional traders. That goes to the programmers that set up the bots. And it incentivizes them to keep issuing newer platforms, better platforms, updating the current platforms, and making sure they're operating at optimal levels. The other half of that commission goes into the organization to what we call our independent software partners. And I'll share with you why that's exciting for a lot of us here shortly. So the trade pack, $500, will let you trade up to $2,500. You've got a 1-year license to utilize the hybrid and the HPSI platforms. Then we have the Trade 8 platform, which the Trade 8 is one of our best sellers. It allows you to trade up to $10,000 at one time, and it gives you access to all 3 platforms that CWE offers, the hybrids, the HPSI, and the Win-Win platform. You can set up one Win-Win on this, no problem. The trading capacity against 10,000 at one time, 365-day license. You can get that for $2,000. That's the Trade 8 pack. These first 2 packs are geared for someone that maybe wants to learn how to trade, or they're already an intermediate or an expert level trader, and they want to have some different platforms that they can utilize to achieve the results they're shooting for. The next 2 packs are more geared for someone that wants to be more passive. The Trade Win pack will allow you to trade 5 Win-Win bots at one time. Those Win-Win bots utilize 0.175 Bitcoin each. So there's videos that train on exactly how the Win-Win bot sets up, how it works, what's required. But once you set it up, it pretty much trades on its own. 0.175 Bitcoins required for each Win-Win, and you can set up 5 of them for the price of $1,000. The Trade 8 win pack will allow you to set up 11 win-win bots for only $2,000. And that's grandfathered in. So if Bitcoin doubles or triples over the next few months or over the next year, you still can be able to set up 11 win-win bots at one time. So that's $2,000 there. If you use the software, you start getting the great results that some of us have gotten. You might want to share the software with people and become what we call an independent software partner. Partners can actually earn income by sharing the software with customers or sharing the opportunity and recruiting other business partners. The most important decision really in business is getting started. When you get started with CWE, all you need to do is contact whoever shared this webinar with you, and they can send you a referral link. And you can actually sign up for free. It costs nothing. You sign up for free, but you need to get qualified within 24 hours to remain in the company as an independent software partner. So you have 24 hours to qualify to stay within the company. And to qualify means finding one customer that buys one of the trading platforms that's available. So if you have a customer that buys the trade platform for $500, you become what we call a miner with the company. If you have a client that buys the trade win and that customer spends $1,000, you become a win miner. The Trade 8 and the Trade 8 win packs, those cost $2,000. If you have a customer that buys one of those packs, you will qualify as either a pro miner or a win pro miner. There are some financial advantages to being in the Trade 8 or Trade win pack level. You get profit sharing, revenue sharing with the entire company potentially. You can make more on a daily basis in terms of bonuses. So you do want to find a customer, if you can, ideally, that purchases one of the larger packages. Now, the great news that's available is you can be your own customer. So you don't have to rely on someone else to buy a pack from you. You can actually become your own first customer, which that's what a lot of people do. When I first started, I wanted to use this software to know what I was doing. I wanted to see the results for myself. Not that I looked at some historical results. I looked at some different traders, but I was wondering, how much of their results is because they're just a great trader? How much of their results is because they know what they're doing? And so I wanted to try it for myself before I really started sharing it with a bunch of people. And I'm really glad I did, because the results I've gotten have been amazing with the software. Once you're qualified, you've got your customer link. You can send that out to as many people that you want to refer the software to as you possibly can. And then you can also use a referral link to recruit different business partners. And you can recruit as many partners as you can, as fast as you can. And if you're referring customers and referring partners, they have a massive compensation plan attached to those of us that want to earn some extra income. There's 4 main ways that CWE pays us. The first is retail profits through direct sales and indirect sales. Any customers you bring on board that buy the software, you get 15% commission. If you introduce partners to the company, let's say you introduce me to the company and I want to make extra money. I don't just want to be a customer. I want to become an independent software partner. When I buy my first software, you get a 15% direct bonus off of that. If I introduce my sister to the company and she becomes a partner, you actually make a 5% indirect bonus off anyone that I recruit. And those retail profits and direct sales bonuses pay out daily. There's also a team building structure bonus that's called a binary, where you can build an organization. And if you have a strong background in recruiting and team building, you can earn some really substantial income that pays out daily through the binary. If you're at the highest buy-in level, if you get one of those $2,000 packs, or a customer buys one of those $2,000 packages from you, you can earn up to $10,000 a day in the binary compensation plan. Now, that doesn't guarantee you're going to do that. It doesn't guarantee that a lot of people will do that. But there are people in the company who are doing that. Some folks in under 2 months were able to cap out the binary bonus. Now, again, that doesn't guarantee everyone will do that. But if there are people doing it, that means it's achievable. And if we work hard, we can maybe achieve those same results. Or if we work hard and we don't get to those same results, maybe we can make a few $100s a day, which is better than a lot of people are making right now in their part-time income as is. And then there's the matrix trading profits that pays out weekly. The matrix is where you can earn a percentage off the trading profits from your entire organization worldwide. That can be substantial because our company is trading close to $500 million on a monthly basis, and making a percentage off of the profits when $500 million is being traded can be extremely lucrative. Then last but not least, we have the leadership pool. If you have a strong background in not only building teams, but managing and training organizations and helping people achieve success, you can actually earn a percentage of the monthly revenue of the entire company globally. The company takes its global revenue every month and takes 8% of that entire revenue and shares it with the leadership positions in the company. So there's a lot of ways to earn daily, weekly, and monthly with CWE if you've got the desire to go out and start sharing this information and sharing this software with others. Last but not least is compliance. We want to make sure everybody is doing things the right way. You'll never hear us guarantee returns that a customer can expect. The bottom line is Crypto World Evolution does not control the market, so we can never guarantee return on investment. But we can talk about some of the returns we've achieved. I do a lot of live screen sharing and sharing with people my software and some of the returns. And again, that doesn't guarantee that they'll get those same results. But I know this, as a human being, I was going to have a hard time competing with a computer program. It never eats. It never sleeps. It doesn't get tired. It doesn't get sick. It just 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year works at one goal: increasing our Bitcoin in our personal exchange. And I was really sick and tired of sitting on the sidelines watching my friends and some of my family members get wealthy trading cryptocurrency. I didn't think I had the time. I didn't think I had the knowledge or the desire really to learn how to trade. And so I never thought I would be able to until I found Crypto World Evolution. I found software that could do a lot of the heavy lifting for me. I've started to learn how to trade. I've started to learn how to use the hybrid bots and the HPSI bots. But I was really just looking for something like the win-win bots where I could set it, let it run its course, and increase my Bitcoin holdings. And so it's been a blessing for me to be able to get off the sidelines and get in the game. If you're sitting where I was, contact whoever invited you onto this webinar and let them know you want to learn how to trade. Let them know you want to take part in the game, in this cryptocurrency revolution that's going on in the world around us. And if you're tired of watching that world pass you by, you've got an opportunity to partner with CWE and really take advantage of some amazing trading software that's available to us right now in today's marketplace. So that's pretty much the nuts and bolts, guys. Get in contact with who invited you to this webinar. Let them know you're excited. Let them know you want to learn more. Let them know you're ready to get started. And for those of you that take that step and get off the sideline and get in the game, I want to be one of the first people to welcome you to the CWE family and wish you the best of luck in your trading over the next few days, few weeks, few months, and few years to come.